Hi, we are Enei, Eric and Eduardo, and we are the 3E team. In this video, we will show the progress of our thesis project in Seminar 1. It is important to emphasize that we are following the methodology described in the book Product Design and Development by Ulrich and Eppinger. In the image, on the left, we see the roadmap developed in the book. On the right, we see the introductory phases of the process, the planning phase, and the first part of the concept development corresponding to the concept of this seminar. Throughout this presentation, we will show the execution of each of these stages.
As a part of generation of opportunities, we began with the development of brainstorming in which 32 opportunities were collected through some methods include jobs to be done, study customer, consider alternative solution to existing products, market pool, personal passion, try to surprise and delight customers. In the next step, the opportunities were filtered with the aim of eliminating those opportunities that were considered unlikely to be realized with a one-year period. The first technique used was multi-voting, which left at least 9 likely opportunities for development. The second technique used to filter opportunities was the development of the analytic hierarchy process, which left just 2 opportunities with the highest probability of execution. We carried out this method on 2 occasions with the aim of avoiding bias if the in to the opportunity select were. The first is bags from Aurora or Walmart are also disappointed and fragile. The second is waste of water why the correct water temperature comes out during showers. After filtering the opportunities, the team began researching the Internet of existing solutions and an informal analysis, some reviews of customer comments on products already on the market, with the idea of having a general idea about the existence of the market and customers, in addition to the identification of possible differentiations. After the previous analysis, the following problem was selected: was of water while the correct water temperature comes up during showers. And the main reason why this problem was selected was the current situation regarding water stress of our country is going through, which allows us to infer that there is a market and potential customers for these products. The pain was redefined to clarify it. With this change, multiple problem statements were created with the different techniques seen in the product development course. With the original pain, we analyzed different factors that generate water waste during the shower. For example, leaving the water running while your soap yourself, etc. In defining the problem statement, we used different methods. The first use was the present state, future state, and the end of the 3 rounds, we obtained a new problem statement. And the at the time is what definition as design a software system of optimization flow and energy composition. We continue with the development of problem state and carry out the stem and restemming process. At this stage, we modify the emphasis words, later began to use explicit definition instead of vague terms. We changed the positive terms to negative terms and vice and versa, and asking what the implications were. We also spread the words in graphic form and mathematics. We carry out the constraints by relaxing constraints in the problem stem, they identify the manifold goals and they identify relationships between input and output parameters. After several iterations, we arrive at the following problem statement: develop a solution that minimizes the time and volume of water required to reach and maintain the proper temperature during the shower. Implements systems that ensure efficient and controlled water flow and provides devices that help users reduce shower time, shower without compromise and comfort. We decided to name our product Echo Head Shower. After some revision, our product description was as follows: modernization of the shower system for homes, for installation in the explode speed of the existing shower system, reduce the time of hot water up to when the tap is open at the start of the shower, reduce the water composition and has an efficient, adjustable and comfortable flow. The most notable change is regarding the product description. It was our product will be a modernization of the existing shower system, with the main idea of to reduce the time until hot water comes out. This product is primarily aimed at middle and lower middle class homeowners. We also describe one of our most ambitious goals: to have an MVP and system level design by 2025, and with this participate in a product design competition in Mexico by the end of 2025. Our secondary markets is hotels, proprietary for REMs, gyms, hospital and government. In our mission statement, we consider some assumptions. For example, that the system will be a useful life equal to or greater than that of similar heaters, that the components for the operation of the system can be mass-produced, and potential customers generally believe that it's necessary to reduce the water composition during the showering, etc. We also show that our main restrictions are the compatibility of the system with existing installation and materials in the showers, and the quality of water that could cause problems in the shower system. We end this report with the definition of main stakeholders. These are homeowners, who can be subcategorized as young families, technology lovers, eco-conscious, and early persons. And the second stakeholder is manager or owners of gym or export clubs and export clubs. The hotel managers or owners.
A series of steps we carried out prior to collecting customer information, including the initial search for information on similar, related and/or competing products currently available on the market. Government and/or other regulations and standards applicable to the product in Mexico were reviewed, including Mexican official standards and USA agencies and certifications such as the EPA and WaterSense respectively. These standards cover the efficiency requirements of test methods, safety requirements, requirements for electrical installation and included showers in Mexico, etc. Doctor Weaver's State Zero was developed for the development of customer needs. In this development, the stakeholders shown in the table were identified based on their degree of influence and impact. It was decided to pay special attention to the following stakeholders: domestic users, hotels, and gyms. The result of the stakeholder analysis and subsequent interviews was the matrix shown, which helped us understand the relationship between stakeholders and the markets proposed in the mission statement. Continuing with the development of Dr. Weaver's Step Zero, a series of needs were proposed that we expected to find during the interviews. This included the needs of the select stakeholders and some that we assumed because we expect they would not be mentioned in the interviews, because the client expect them to already be there. As a result of the interviews, many of the needs wear, validate, and many more emerge. With respect to the basic needs originally identified, which were considered spent. Interview templates were developed for key stakeholders. This presentation showed the how user interviews we focus on. These questions were designed to provoke personal reflections and concrete experience, making it easier for the interviewer to share their relevant stories and anecdotes. The perception of new technologies, the value and cost, and some customer wishes. With this interview, we were ready to conduct interviews and take the first step of identifying needs. The following step was carried out: collect raw data from customers. A total of 52 interviews were conducted, which are in the selection matrix, and relevant information was collected from the interviews. User feedback on existing products was reviewed to analyze what customers value about these types of products. The review of existing products led us to review physical principles that could be useful in the future.
The next step after the interviews was to interpret the needs derived from the response obtained in 52 interviews. For this step, the 5 guidelines suggested in the book for Generation Needs Statement were used. Of these guidelines, we consider 2 to be the most important. Express the need in terms of what the product has to do, not in terms of how it might do it. And express the need as an attribute of the product. This slide shows an example of an interview question. The customer statement reflects the essential part of the fuel response and are those that were interpreted in terms of needs. Once all the response had been interpreted, redundant statements were eliminated and combined. This considerably reduced the number of needs interpreted. The shortlist allowed us to organize and group the needs by similarity. We called these groups categories or primary needs. We called the needs within each category secondary needs. At the end of this process, 7 primary needs and 37 secondary needs were identified. Another important activity in this step was to assign relative importance to the secondary needs. This was done by numerically evaluating them from 1 to 5, where 5 indicate critical importance. In addition, the Kano model helps us identify which characteristics or attributes of the described needs are basic, performance, or exciting. This will allow us to identify a differentiating attribute in our development. At this point in the process, we have the explicit needs resulting from the interpretation of the interview response. We have also corroborated some of the basic needs raised in step 0. In addition, we have identified other basic needs that were not mentioned during the interviews, but which we consider important. This will be added to the existing primary needs. With this, we complete our list of customer needs. From this list of needs, we highlight the following 10 needs. The shower system minimizes water consumption while reaching the desired temperature throughout the shower. Heat the water quickly to the desired temperature. Regulate the water temperature quickly. Allows you to quickly regulate the water pressure. Allows you to capture, recycle, or reuse clean water while reaching the desired temperature. Offer different types of water dispersion to cover most of the body. Is compatible with different water qualities and is resistant to the accumulation of the mineral residues. Show information about the shower time. Has a good cost-benefit ratio, and it is easy to install and uninstall. Additionally, we highlight that the shower system works consistently without interruption or failure, guarantees a hygienic environment free of mold and bacteria, providing clean water, and complies with applicable regulation. In the future, the company must be able to offer warranties and technical service on any problem or doubt that may arise after the installation of the shower system. At this point in the seminar, we have a pain statement that helps us remember what pain we are addressing, a problem statement that would help us have a guide on the solution to implement for the development of the product, a mission statement that helps us remember what we want from the product and the benefit for which our product will be purchased by the market we are serving. Throughout this seminar, we have investigated in parallel and informally about the existence of competitors, from which we have captured information about some needs that customer looks for in this product. We have also learned about the regulation they serve and about the basic needs that our product must be contemplate. But above all, we now have real needs of real users that will serve us for the following step of the product development. The steps developed in this seminar are fundamental for the development of our thesis project. For Seminar 2, we need to do the research to get the product specification. Later, we will continue with the concept generation in Seminar 3. Finally, in Seminar 4, we will proceed with the concept selection. For us, it will be important to build an MVP and have a design with a functional architecture. We know this can be complicated. However, we are motivated. This seminar has been a great challenge for us as a team. We greatly value the learning and guidance provided by the professor. Thank you.